All right, everybody, we are back. It is Conversations and Pastimes. Thank you for joining us live from Sesame Street. It's me, Gordon, and there's Bert. We are ready to lock this thing down. Let's go.
What's up? What's up? Gordon Burt. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, so I know who Burt was, and I know why you saying I look like Burt here, but who's Gordon? I mean,
Gordon. Gordon was
that
the black
Ernie? Man, you up with it, man, this morning. You up with it this morning, boy. Well, good morning to you too.
All right, and today we want to talk a little bit about dreams. Little vivid dreams. We'll get a little bit into saying the medical side, just things that kind of make you have those dreams. Mine is more, I think, imagination, just because I'm crazy, I guess. But I did want to tell you before we even got into that. I want to tell you. Did I ever tell you about the time I bombed on Wild 'N Out?
No,
Yeah.
no,
So
no. Let me know what's going on here. Let me hear.
it was a local audition thing, and I had won my way, to a spot on Wild 'N Out. Well, they do this audition boot camp thing, and I was late for the boot camp. So, that didn't sit well with a lot of the cast members and stuff. So people was pissed off already, because it's like, well, I won this thing, I won this competition to be here, but now I'm too big for my britches. Like, I think I already won it. So anyway, I get there, we go through this whole thing. I get invited on the show that night. But because I was late to boot camp, I was also given a late time. So the show was supposed to start at 8. I was told that it started at 8:30. So I was late getting to the show because I thought, I had time to play with, whatever. So I get there, show's already started now. I'm getting ripped on for 30 minutes for being late. People, it's local. So they talking shit about how I'm late and how I'm supposed to be this and that, just burying me basically. So I finally get there, I jump in, there's this skit, and right before it's my time, like I see this happening, like, okay, here I go. No, we just go to a new game. Go to a whole new game. Like, I don't even get my shot. I'm like, all right, whatever, cool. So then we start this other game, and now I go into like this 8 Mile mode, because I'm like, all right, now I gotta kill everybody. Or better yet, I don't know if you saw it, but I just recently watched it. It's a movie called Body, and it's basically about battle rap. But anyway, so I'm calculating. Okay, like, okay, all right, this person just went. All right, the mic coming around to me. I got to do this. I got to do this. Do this. Do this. And DC on Fly said something, like whispering to me, and I was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. He's, hold up, you got to get the mic. And right when I get ready to get the mic, guess what happened? We go to intermission. Go to intermission. I still don't get to do shit. And then nobody lets me know, exactly, how this is supposed to happen. So now I'm just in here with all these sharks, and I'm sinking. I'm not swimming at all. I'm sinking. So anyway, get to the back, where everybody is, and I get fired right there. They was like, all right, you're done. Right. It's like, you're done. I'm like, okay, well, I want to plead my case, and then security is there to escort me out. It's like, nope, there's nothing for you to say. Let's just go back over here. So now, because I am, local talent, they have set up this VIP area for me. Now, I don't know this. So they're walking me to this area. I'm thinking, okay, well, whatever. I get to finish watching the show, not knowing that not only do I have this section set up, but it's on the other side of the arena. So now it's like a walk of shame, that, like, because I got to walk by all these people, and obviously you don't see anybody else behind me. So it's like, why is he by himself? Like, what's going on? What they doing? So walking through, I'm talking to the security guy, he's telling me, he's like, yeah, dude, like you really messed up this opportunity. Like, wait, what you doing? Da da da. We're having this conversation. Get to the VIP section. Unbeknownst to me, I have my family there. So now my family's there, my uncles, my cousins, my wife, they're all waiting on me, and you can see the look in their eyes. They trying not to like clown me. Like, oh, okay. So my uncle can't resist. He turns around and says, so how long do you have this job? I'm like, oh, fuck you, buddy. So I'm like, I'm embarrassed. I sit down and, I fucking woke up like, but, uh, yeah.
That was pretty interesting right there. Did you just watch like that show? Like were you watching that before you went to bed?
Oh, I have
Okay.
no clue where it came from, but that was,
So you was on
I,
Wild One.
yeah. And
Don't
I
don't
tell
tell
you
your kids.
this because not only was that a very vivid dream, but I just had that dream like 3 days ago.
So you dream that you got on Wild Out and
Got
it,
embarrassed
yeah.
completely.
Wow.
Um, what makes I'll say what makes that worse, like this was when I say this was a vivid dream, this was like I thought that shit happened for real.
Wow.
Like you
Mhm.
not saying that when I woke up, I was like, damn, I was on Wild Life, but I mean, like, how you have some dreams that you in the dream and you dreaming, and then some dreams you be like, okay, like I'm gonna wake up to it, because I've had dreams where I struck it rich and like kept money under my pillow, so I woke up like, nope, empty.
Nothing. Yeah, so dude, I've had so many of them just throughout the years. Like I mean, I'm talking like I've had dreams of like just random stuff, like losing teeth. You know, like
Oh,
I wake, yeah, dude, like I wake up and like I'm at school, and then like I sneeze, and then my teeth just fly out. Like not like dentures will fly out,
right.
but like how if I was spitting out chiclets. You know what I'm saying? Like just like
Somebody
that.
just stole on you all of a sudden.
Yeah, like I'm spitting out, just individual teeth, man. I've had those before,
Meth
and
is
then
a hell
I've
of a
had
drug.
dreams. I've had dreams of, loved ones. My dad in particular. That right there happens quite often. Um, I've had those right there. They're always great dreams. You hate to wake up from those. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And then I've had dreams from like me actually like fighting and like I'm trying my best to like really put these hands on somebody, but then like the licks ain't landing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I'm like, pow. And then and then and then it's like, why he's not falling down? I must be fighting a crackhead right here. Like he ain't going down right now. You know, I've had those kind of dreams, man. And just I mean, normally, like a lot of those dreams too, they may come from, I feel like they may come from like movies that you didn't watch,
Definitely.
uh, just different shows, something you may have listened to on the radio, I mean, different podcasts that you may listen to, because that stuff just gets in your mind, you're already thinking about it, you just go to sleep
Hopefully
on it.
this one gets in your mind.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Because I'm sure everybody can relate out there. Everybody out there that can relate to these. But then you get to having vivid dreams, especially like when you're trying to accomplish a goal. And
Mhm.
then this has happened to me a lot over the last year. Um, is that like if I've set some goals for myself, some personal goals, and just some, just like group goals. Me and my wife, and like I've just thought about it, played it over my head so many times. Is that a lot of times whenever I'll dream, it's the reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having to navigate through, just to succeed and just, how I'm having to move. And then like how I'm having to, show her what's going on. She's showing me what's going on. We're communicating, things like that. So I guess that's another form of manifestation of, whatever you may want to accomplish one day, as far as career wise, as far as goals, like family goals and dynamics, things like that. You know. Um, so I mean that's pretty much it on that part. But the the most recent crazy one that I had was like just like off the wall. Like I woke up, didn't know where it even came from. Um, it also had to do with like me. I was like downtown, and I was trying to get back home, and and this was like some Walking Dead, like Doomsday Prepper type stuff.
So this was Tampa.
Yes, it was actually. Yes, it was similar to that. And like I was like it was like lawless, and then I was trying to like navigate to get my way back home, and like I live like in the outskirts, not so much in the city. So I was trying my best, like I was on foot. My truck was stopped right there downtown. Like, it was more like a doomsday type deal, you know.
Yeah.
And then I'm just playing it through my head, and I leave my vehicle, I grab my backpack, that I carry with me, um, and I just start, kind of, I don't walk and leave during the daytime. Like I wait till it gets dark. I kind of just sit down and hide out, till it gets dark. And then I start making my moves, going back. Now, mind you, that's like 30 minute to 40-minute car ride, back home to where, we live. So you think about the walk for that. So here I am having to go through, get out of downtown, per se, and then go through these neighborhoods, go through these little subdivision neighborhoods all through town, and stay away from like the main roads and stuff like that because they've been heavily, traveled. I'm having just like leapfrog, and then it becomes like a scene like off the Purge. You know what I'm saying? Where like they just like it's just crazy stuff happening.
I
You
mean,
know?
you said Walking Dead, and I mean, there's a lot of Walking Dead scenes that are like The Purge.
Yeah, true. Like it was like that. Like it was, it was like lawlessness. He was like the Purge, and it was like just zombie drug addicts walking around. It was crazy. And then like here I am walking, having to navigate through there, walk and then stop and walk and then stop. And then I finally made it home. Like it took me all night to get home. And I finally made it home. And then I get to the house, and then like my wife is like in a panic, like trying to find me, figure out where I am. And then I'm just like, man, like like everything looks normal out here. But you won't believe what I just went through trying to get home. This is what it was. She's like, no, no, none of that right there happened. It's just a
Oh.
regular day. And I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Like this really happened, you know? And she's like, no, you just stayed out all night. You stayed out all night. You was out. I'm like, no, I didn't. Like I'm fine.
Right here, you see this?
She's like, no, you stayed out all night. You were out all night. You didn't come home. Now, now, straight up disclaimer on that. I am a faithful husband. I do come home at night after I get off of work or whatever. Like I don't just go out to bars and stuff. But then for some reason
Wait.
like,
Unfaithful husbands come home too.
this is true. This is true. But I believe in, if I'm gonna party, I'm gonna party in my garage where it's safe. Just me,
Yeah.
you know, with a Bluetooth speaker. That way I can just crawl into the house and get on the couch if I need to, if I can't make it no further than that.
I don't even
But
need to go in the house. I got comfy chairs in my garage.
yeah, but you know, she was like, no, like I was out, you know, out partying, you know, didn't come home. I was like, no, like it's a Tuesday. Like, like I'm not doing that. You know, I was trying to get to the house. You know, I was worried about you. You know, and then I ended up, and then my alarm clock went off, and I ended up like waking up. And I was like, oh, thank God. You know, but you know that could play into you know a lot of different things too. As far as like the medication that we take,
Yeah.
the imaginations that we have, um, you know, just like the stress levels that we go through day to day, whether it be personal stress or, you know, work stress. Same thing as anxiety. You know, whether like we're excited or we're, you know, worried about something not going through, overthinking things. And,
Hmm.
you know, just if you have just a, you know, like if you're, like if you have like a creative mind, it's hard for people with creative minds to turn that off at times.
Right.
So, you know, why do you think a lot of musicians and a lot of, you know, artists would dream that they were painting something or like they would have a dream and then they would wake up and, you know, like make a song about it.
Right.
Uh, I mean, I know for sure one, you know, you know, musician, he passed away probably around about what, 1999, 2000, 2001, something like that. Johnny Taylor,
Yeah.
with- you know, with that song, you know, called Soul Heaven. He had a
Hmm.
dream and he saw all of that while he was, you know, asleep. And he said that he didn't want to wake up. He was having a good time. He saw all the grace that came before him. Um, you know, and then you know he woke up and then he was like, "Oh my God!" And then crazy enough is that he passed shortly after he put that song down.
Hmm.
So I mean, things like that happen, you know, and you know, there's certain medications. I'm gonna go back to that real quick. There's certain medications that are out there, and you know, whether it be mental health, you know, medications or just to help people sleep, um, you know, for like, you know, depression or something like that. I do know for a fact that Wellbutrin or bupropion, that's an off brand of it, that right there can cause you to have vivid dreams. And then I do know for a fact is that if you take trazodone, you know, that's something to help you sleep, kind of, you know, like you knock down the anxiety.
Hmm.
Uh, that right there will cause you to have vivid dreams because you're asleep,
Yeah.
but then you're having these vivid dreams as if like it's real, like it's you
Yeah.
know, for instance, me being stuck downtown and trying to get home, you know, you know, that right there. And then,
I
you know,
hear mushrooms and acid will do that to you too.
yeah, man, and peyote. You remember on Beavis and Butthead whenever they had you know, whenever they had what they do? They had you know, got out into that desert. Beavis Butthead do America, right? Remember
Yep.
whenever like, he was riding in the back of that trunk and then they like use that jack to pry the trunk open and they just jumped out the back and then when Beavis tried to take off running real fast to keep his
Yeah.
legs on, but then he fell. You know, they was out there in that desert eating that peyote, and I didn't realize what they were doing when I was a kid.
You wasn't
You know, like
supposed to.
yeah, you know, I didn't realize, but I was like, man, it's like a bad acid trip. You know, like they out here in the desert, you know, tripping. Um, well, let's see. Oh, I got another one. You know, it's crazy that I remember whenever I was trying to quit, um, I was trying to quit dipping. Okay, and my sister, she gave me like these nicotine patches. You know, so I went like that whole week, you know, without dipping because I was on vacation. I went
Right.
that whole week without dipping. So then whenever I was out of my patches, I said, okay, well, you know, let me just run another week. All right. So I ran another week. All right. And what I was doing, dude, like I was putting them, you know, one day on this arm, next day on this arm, just just rotating it. You
That's what you're
know,
supposed to do, ain't it?
yeah, but you're supposed to read because there's different levels to that stuff. And I didn't read, bro. I didn't read. I just went in Walmart. Hell, dude, I just went in Walmart, man, and I just started. I'll never forget this. I went into Walmart and I started like going like down the pharmacy aisle and all that, and I went and found like the Nicoderm stuff, and then I said, okay, well, I did pretty heavy, but then they don't have like actual doses for people that use smokeless tobacco. They just have people that smoke cigarettes. So I said, oh, well, I did pretty heavy. I say this is the equivalent of smoking a pack a day. Okay, yeah, sure. Grab it, throw it in the bucket, right? So then, bro, so then after that, I get home, I start loading myself up. I load myself up before I go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Hook myself up with that one. You know. Now, mind you, I still got like a little like spot from where I had the last one on 2 days prior. I still got a spot, so I set it right back on. I said, "Oh yeah, it'll get right to me now. Get right here. There's no barrier or anything like that. It'll go right in there. Okay, cool.
That's such a dude move, though.
Yes.
Instructions. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah, man. Go ahead, hook me up, right? So then, dude, after I did that, to go to sleep, I went to hell. Like, dude, I saw dragons, I saw snakes. It was like, dude, it was like barren earth and like Mad Max and the Thunderdome type stuff, and like it was crazy. I'm saying like instead of them like like as far as like them um riding like in crazy like post-apocalyptic like vehicles. They was
Yeah.
like riding dragons. They was riding dragons and they had like guns and stuff like that. They was shooting guns, man.
Was
It
little
was
Nicky there?
crazy. Huh?
There was little Nicky there?
Yes. Yes, he was there too. Uh I
Hey,
saw it all, man. And,
was he
and
like,
then
hey, Jeremy, you want some fried chicken?
yeah, I'm like, I'm like, no, man, I want to go home. Like, get me out of here, you know. And then, dude, like, I couldn't like get up. I couldn't wake up out of it. And that's probably because I took melatonin as well, to go to sleep on. Like, dude, I messed myself up real bad. Um, and I remember everything that was in there, and then I remember my alarm clock going off. And I was like, huh, thank God. Bro, I got up. I was like, get this shit off me. Let me take all this off. I went to washing my shoulder, washing my arms off, whatever. But then, like, as the day progressed, I got sick. I got sick behind it. So basically, what I think I didn't go to the doctor. What I think happened was I had borderline gave myself like nicotine poisoning.
Yeah.
So that stuff right there, if you taking anything like that to quit, any kind of form of tobacco, you taking Chantix, anything like that, make sure you read. Make sure you make sure you know what you're doing. Consult a physician, but don't just try to do it on your own because it's not fun. It's not a good time. You know.
I'm laughing, but I could if that was a position I was in, I could totally see myself doing that. Just
Mhm.
like, this looks about right.
Yeah. Hook it up. You don't want to do that.
Well, I'll tell you one of mine, and it's stupid, but it's also funny. Now, this one was based around a movie, so you know, saying me all my life, so I've always fluctuated with my weight. I get to a point to where I'm skinny, then I'll gain all the weight back, then I'll start working out, and I rip up. Then I'm off of that. Then I'm fat again, and it's just everywhere. Well, at this time, I wasn't even fat. Really was not. Like I wasn't even fat, but I was reliving a scene in a movie. So you remember in The Nutty Professor when Sherman when Sherman is on top of Miss Purdy in the beach. I mean, in the I'm not the desert, but at the beach, and she fucking sinks down into the sand.
Yeah.
That happened to me in a dream. But obviously, I was Sherman, and I don't remember who the girl was, whoever I was crushing on at that time, which very well could have been just Miss Purdy.
Man.
Jada Pinkett was fine to me at that point. She hadn't become annoying. So
Yeah.
it very well could have just been her. But I remember just having that moment from that movie. And then from that point, like I came through the sand. I don't know where Miss Purdy went or whoever it was that I had sank through the dirt, but somehow I come through and now I'm in this shopping mall. Hold on, it gets worse. Not only am I in the shopping mall, but there was a group of girls that I had a thing for that are walking around this mall. Now I'm hiding from them because not only am I in like this clothing store, but I'm dipping in and out of racks because I am in this thing naked. So I'm like, oh, and somehow those two dreams were intertwined, and I don't know, to this day I can't tell you what that shit was about. But
Were you all right? So let me ask you this: were you still the size of Sherman while you were trying to hide in the
no,
mall?
no, this was regular me
Okay,
now.
because I was gonna say, like, dude, they
That ain't
saw
no
you.
high.
They
No,
saw you.
this is regular me. And then you got to think, around the time that movie came out,
We
what,
was kids, man.
96, 97 maybe.
Yeah, we were kids.
Yeah, so I mean,
Oh, Carla Purdy.
that jump was
Like
wild.
you saying.
That
Oh, boy, love though. Boy, love was tough, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Sherman, Sherman. Classic movie. Classic movie.
That was
When I was sitting at the
a lot
table,
of
what do you think?
people's intro to Dave Chappelle, and they didn't know it.
Yes, yes, because you didn't see him in any other movies or anything until then,
Mm-hmm.
and then like his character after that was what, like Half Baked. He was kind of around that, like it was like Half Baked, and then he was the guy on Blue Street. He was like the friend.
Yeah,
He was on Blue Street.
but Blue Street was definitely after Half Baked.
Yeah.
Sure.
Um, but I'd say my favorite movie of him, like, he didn't spend much time on screen, did he?
Not that I know of, but I can't say. I mean, there's so many people that you would think don't have a lot of movie credits, and then when you go back and look, they were in things. It's just stuff that you may not have watched.
True. So the movie that I liked him in the most was Half Baked. Still funny to this day.
Well, I mean, he was a lead in that movie, so I mean,
Yeah. I mean, what was his name? Thurgood.
Thurgood.
Thurgood Jenkins.
They're about to make a sequel.
Really?
Yep.
That would be good. You need to keep the original cast if you can.
But I don't think he's going to be in it.
Oh wow.
But it is supposed to be based around him and Mary Jane's son. So it's more geared towards their son and his group of friends from the synopsis that I read.
So they probably like killed him off. He's like, man, your dad, he
Oh.
was Scarface. Scarface was like, yeah, B, your dad, man. Yeah, B. You remember that time they killed Killer B? Yeah, You know, then our friend got locked up. You know, we had to sell all this weed, man. And sell all this stuff.
Scarface, we're doing that now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
B. He said, "Your killer kill, B." That's good stuff, man. I mean, then you get to thinking about too with like these dreams, man. Like I really think like I really think, and I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say that it's truly out there yet. I have to just look and see. But I think that there's specific meanings to dreams, especially like dreams of like like you losing your teeth. I was scrolling on Facebook or something, I saw it, but it's like like you're losing your teeth. That means something. You wake up naked, like you're naked in a public place, like at school or something like that. You got no clothes on.
Or mom,
That's something.
you know,
Yeah, or the mall. That means something right there. Not 100% sure what it is.
you need new
Uh,
clothes.
yeah, I guess so. But I mean, that has its meaning. So just for everybody out there that's listening, I would say, don't freak out because your dreams are like that. Just kind of, get interested in them and see exactly what they mean, or actually just look at what you're putting into your body. I would say like look at what you're putting into your body because that can affect it as well. But sleep and rest is a must. And we all got like certain levels, to it. So we got to take care of themselves, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know one dream that I remember that was a recurring dream, when I was younger. And I believe it led to me bedwetting at some point. And I say that because once I conquered the dream, um all that stopped.
Yeah.
And what it was I think it had something to do with me being exposed to like scary movies early. And so I had this reoccurring dream that Jason Voorhees was trying to kill me.
That's what I was about to say. You was probably sleeping on his like in like his comforters or something over there. You had like Jason printed on your comforter or your pillow.
No,
Something like that.
hell no.
You had a Jason little stuff like like little man that you got from the fair.
Hey man, I'm not you. I didn't go to sleep every night with Chucky in my damn attic. Okay.
Dude, Chucky had to go. I wanted a My Buddy doll. I thought, we come from that era, the My Buddy doll, right? Tell me why they marketed the My Buddy doll the same time that they had Child's Play out. That was terrible. Terrible decision. Terrible business move. My opinion. I was answering for My Buddy doll. I want a My Buddy doll, My Buddy this, My Buddy that. Shit, I messed around and watched Child's Play 2. I watched the second one before I seen the first one.
What?
Yeah, yeah, dude. That was my first time seeing it. Was whenever he was whooping that teacher with that ruler on the on the second one. Remember talking about he was fine. He killed that teacher in there, man, with that yardstick.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want this thing right here. Y'all get rid of this one.
Do you remember what I think we were like 13 and I made you go up there and get it? And, well, actually, you opened the attic. I went up and got it.
Dude, that boy was, man, shit, I had him like, I put him in like a bunch of like plastic things and hoping he would suffocate, man. Like I was like, I don't want him to come out of here. You know what I'm saying? Had him in a trunk. Like my sister's Foot Locker that she had in college. And that son locked up in there with a doggone combination lock. I said, man, he can't get out of here.
Oh, but no. So,
He got to go.
every night, Jason Voorhees. Well, I won't say every night, but we'll say it every other night, pretty regularly. Jason Voorhees would chase me through McGee I'm talking about, for some reason, Broad Country Cinema has never been this popular, but it was definitely popular in this moment. It was like, um, people riding around in like lifted trucks, and that's how I always hear from him. Was I would climb on the back of this lifted truck and just lay flat, and it's like I could see him walking by. Now, but he never would like look into a truck. He just kind of look around and he walked by me. Now, somehow, not only am I in the back of the truck, but I have now developed this aerial view so I can see everything, but he can't see me. Well, what happened was, I had, we had these things called imaginations when we were younger, so we could play with
Mhm.
our friends or we could play by ourselves, and it
Yeah.
wouldn't be no issue.
Mhm.
So I used to always pick up sticks and different stuff, and I would play like, I'm a bad guy in Power Rangers. So I'm destroying Angel Grove. I would use like ant hills and like dirt mounds and stuff. Those would be the buildings. So
Okay.
at my grandparents' house, there was this big metal rod that I used that was my weapon. And I ended up taking it to my house, and I remember I put it behind my deep freezer at my house. Well, this one particular night, I'm having this dream. Jason's chasing me, and we always ended up in the same spot. For some reason, we would run from my house to the movie theater and then back to my house, and I would end up hiding somewhere, and then I'd wake up. Well, this one particular night, I was like, I'm done running. And I grabbed that rod. And Jason, to my knowledge, other than if you go back and look, well, at this time, let me put it that way. At this time, Jason had never teleported. But like I literally see this dude like coming down like some kind of like mystical figure, right? I go out in the yard, and now this metal rod has been imbued with some kind of power to where I can whoop Jason's ass. And that's basically what I did. I beat the shit out of him with this rod, and I never had that dream again, nor did I ever wet to bed again until, years later when I was drunk. But
Yeah.
different conversation.
Wow. So I mean, like that right there could be something like you conquered a fear.
Yeah.
Like you overcame something during that time. That's
Well, I
dude,
mean,
that's pretty
it kind of
good.
goes back to that, what you were saying about those dreams being brought on by some kind of stress or anxiety.
Yeah.
Obviously, there was something about that was causing me to be, anxious, which obviously I feel like led into, that situation. And then like you said, once I conquered that fear, it was like, we're done with that. You got
Yeah.
past that.
Yeah, that's true, man. I mean, man, they come from all over the place, you know. Like, I've had dreams, like I've set goals for myself. And like I said, I said this right before, but like I've manifested stuff in my head. Like I just spoke it, spoke it, spoke it, spoke it, spoke it. You know, here's where I want to be, in 1 year. Here's where I want to be in 2 years. This is what I want to be doing, XYZ, right? And being so fixated on it, that's became like what my main focus is right now. Different, just personal goals, being a better person, financial goals, being a better husband, upcoming father, how I'm gonna be, what I'm gonna be doing. Um, dude, I had a dream the other night, speaking of, upcoming father, I had a dream the other night that, we had my son, and like I don't know why, but he wasn't in like his little bassinet thing that we're planning on keeping beside the bed. Like why he's an infant. Um, so I had him over over on my side, over on my side of the bed, and then like I'm asleep on like my right side. He's just laying, like he's laying like on his side right there, but then he's for some reason like he's not laying, like horizontal with me or parallel, whatever it is. and but he's laying with like his little diaper in his butt in my face, and he's kicking. He's kicking his leg like he ain't moving. No, he's just kicking his leg. So he just butt in face and just kicking me all upside the face, right? I'm like, dude, be still, be still, be still. Then our little dog, he gets up in the bed, and then he lays across my legs. So now I got him laying across my legs, and then like this little dude becomes dead weight when he lays down. Like, he's maybe 15 pounds, but I swear he doubles and becomes 30 pounds whenever like he gets tired of sleeping.
Yeah.
And then my wife, she throws her leg across like my side. So everybody's comfortable except for me. Everybody's comfortable.
Can I interject here, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
It sounds like you just predicting the future, because all of that tracks as to the stuff that's gonna really happen when you have your son.
Dude, I was like, man, this sucks. I gotta make some changes, because like he was, he wasn't just laying like normal. He had to be, instead of like laying like this way, he was like this right here, and he was just kicking me with little feet, just kicking me, kicking me, kicking me, you know. And then I straightened him up, and he go to doing like a little baby cry, a little baby whine, and then I lay him back like that. And he just kicking, 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 So I'm excited about it though. But then it's just like things like that. Like that's just what's on my mind, it's what's fresh on my mind. So I'm just thinking about it and wanting to be the best that I can be. So it's me manifesting those kind of thoughts and those kind of things, and just speaking them, speaking those things to happen. So I've been dealing with, no, not dealing with, but I've been having those kind of dreams.
Yeah.
Lately, like the last couple of weeks, I've been having those, which are a whole hell of a lot better than dreaming about getting lost. I mean, I'm not getting lost, but trying to get home and then you're accused of being out drinking all night. Yeah, but hey, it is what it is on that.
I'll tell you another one that I've had recently, and I've never looked up to see what it's about, and I probably still won't, although I probably should, because it might be preparing me for something. But I've had a dream where I'm driving, but I'm not driving. So it's like I'm in a car's moving. I'm supposed to be driving the car, but I'm in the back seat. And there's nobody else in the car but me. And it's like I start driving forward and I just decide, you know what, I'm gonna switch to the back seat. And now I'm in the back seat. And the car never veers off, so it's not like I'm in the ditch now. Like I'm not offing myself or anything like that, but it's weird. It's like I'm in the beginning, I'm driving, and then all of a sudden I take a back seat, like I'm no longer in control.
That's lately.
I haven't had it in a while, but it has. I've had it multiple times.
Kind of like Jesus take the wheel.
So as I'm saying it, I'm trying to think when the last time I had it was, and I don't know. There is something on my mind that I could tie it to.
Yeah.
But I don't have 100% proof that that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm no dream specialist, no psychic or none of that, but if I was having that kind of dream, I would tie it into me trying to better myself, or venture out, like in a new like endeavor as far as entrepreneurship or being a business owner, and opening up, more businesses, buying property, just all that kind of stuff. Something right there to leave. Like leave a legacy behind, and it's only gonna happen by trial and error. And you really can't control it. Like you can control what you can control.
Yeah. Yeah.
You control your mood. You control your mood and attitude. You control your work ethic. You control your drive. You control, just how you react to different adversity. You control all that, but you really can't control the outcome of doors being shut just because,
Yeah.
or funds being let go. So that's why I would say take a back seat to that, and then sometimes it may end up in the ditch. That's how I would,
But
just
see,
approach
that's
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I never go off the road. So there's,
Gotcha.
there is never, it's not like a dream that should cause panic or fear of something.
Mhm.
Like I said, it's just like I'm in the front seat, car starts, I'm driving, and all of a sudden I'm like, well, I'm gonna hop back in the back. No rhyme or reason. I don't know anything past that either because I don't think I've ever. I don't know if I just stopped dreaming at that point, if I wake up, but that's the only thing I can remember.
Really, dude, there might be more to that. Could be. You know, um, that does sound like something that. Well, I mean, I know for me, like I know what I said, about when I think about that dream, how that right there could apply to me. Um, but just in life in general, maybe you're not stressing as much. Maybe you're not stressing as much, and maybe you just kind of relaxing a little bit, and then not necessarily relaxing it in the sense of not moving forward, but you're not so fixated on just driving. You want to take a step back, take a back seat to it real quick and see what's going on. And then you can navigate after that. That could be something. Because I
Yeah,
mean, I can apply that honestly, dude. I can apply that right there to what you and I both are doing right now. You know, just two guys that just want to make something of themselves and not afraid of the naysayers. Naysayers give you fuel. So you just take a step back from just that whole hustle and bustle that we were doing for years, and then try to create a lane for our own selves
yeah,
and our families.
definitely.
You know, um, I mean, regular 9 to 5 punching the clock is good and great. Shout out to everybody that does it. But if you got a little bit of desire, and a little bit of hope to go do something different, and then not have to go make somebody else a bunch of money, and after 30 years they take away your pension, like how they doing,
Yeah,
then you take that leap of faith. That's how I'm looking at it. And actually, I've slept good since I decided that's what I was going to do.
yeah,
Yeah, put it in God's hands.
yeah.
Jesus,
I
take
mean,
the
you
lead.
definitely want to do that. You gotta be able to not only look past the obstacles and roadblocks in your way, but you gotta be able to get past those roadblocks and
Uh huh.
obstacles.
Yeah, you're gonna get. I mean, you're gonna get punched.
Make your future happen.
Yep. You're gonna get punched in the face. You're gonna get hit hard. But how hard, can you punch back? We all gonna get hit at some point with something. But we got, you know, as husbands, as fathers, for you, me in the future, pretty much we all we got.
Yeah,
And ain't nobody coming to save you, bro. So um, the best thing to do is just know you finna take some lumps. You're gonna take some L's. But how many how many losses and how many L's can you give back to somebody else or to something else, you know? I mean, that's the way I look at it, and that's how I can apply it. They're gonna come, but as long as we control, we can control, we'll be fine. Yeah, the dreams are gonna keep coming. They're gonna keep coming. You can't stop yourself from dreaming. I seriously think something's wrong with me if I stop dreaming.
Well, I don't know, because I don't dream that often, which was kind of weird that not only did I dream that whole Wild Now thing, but I was actually able to retain that dream. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I have a dream I have a dream. I dream like I have some sort of episode, some sort of series that's happening every night in my head.
Mm.
Yeah, something. But that can go back to medication too, because for about a year or so, I hardly slept. Just tossing and turning, couldn't turn my brain off. So now I went and saw a doctor, and um, got myself taken care of to where I actually get good sleep. So I just dream because that's what it says on the fine print. Make calls, vivid dreams. That's what the fine print says. But that's why I say, like, I would feel weird if I'm not dreaming now.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm so used to it.
If you're used to having one every night in some capacity, and then all of a sudden nothing, I can understand that. But
Yeah, I'd be like, wait a minute, I got to readjust. But I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one out there. I'm sure you're not the only one out there that has experienced that.
oh no, definitely not. Definitely not.
So
Maybe the only one that experienced being on Wild Now, but that's about it.
yeah. And then how they just dogged you the whole time. Like they weren't planning on keeping you.
Hey,
They were
hey,
keeping you a lesson, bro. They were
hey.
planning on keeping you. It's like, oh, he think he's gonna be late and everything's gonna be cool. Okay. Let me just waste his time now because he's wasted our time.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Let me play with his head. Talk you.
You know what? That was the other thing. Now that I think about it, I didn't even get to see Nick Cannon. T.I. was hosting the show. Don't even know what show I was on.
See, Nick didn't even give you the respect.
No.
He put you out there, gave you a little T-shirt, red team, red squad or blue squad.
He couldn't make it here expeditiously. So,
well, sir. Well, sir, what do you say or whatever? Since your lack of urgency caused you to be tardy, sir. And then your lack of urgency on behalf of this opportunity that was given to you, sir. We're gonna just allow you to come in on 30 minutes later. Okay, give you some time to collect your thoughts. Okay, we'll give you one shot up there, to say what you got to say. All right, to express yourself, and then cut your shit off. What's that?
So that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. T.I. is one of my favorite. Growing up, one of my favorite rappers. I still stick with, and then for him to be able to transition over to acting too.
As the old people say, it sounds like you've been paying attention.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, man. T.I. Yeah, man. He's that dude, man. In my opinion, I still say it. I still say it, man. I remember Rubber Band Man back when we was in high school. Remember that?
Rubber Band Man before that, wasn't it?
Huh?
Junior high.
That was high school or junior, something like that. And then he had
the only reason I know that, or a reason I say that, because I'm pretty sure that was the summer I went out and stayed in Atlanta and came back saying "shawty" and pissed my cousin off.
What's up, shawty?
I kept talking like I was from Atlanta, and it was just because I had spent so much time out there.
What it do, Shawty?
Yeah, what up, Shotty?
Man, shoot, them boys over there are different. But they some good folks, though. I know a few good people from up that way. So I ate my book too. Um, let's see. Oh, yeah, he had. I know we get off topic here, but man, it's really a lot of dudes that came out of Atlanta, like a lot of rappers that came
Yeah,
out.
that was a rap hub for the
Yeah,
most.
yeah, yeah,
Even if you weren't from Atlanta, a lot of people came through Atlanta.
yeah, yeah. And then I remember, like I think something happened a couple years ago to where like some store or some restaurant owner, didn't want to, serve black people or something like that. And T.I. and Killer Mike, all of them pulled up at the spot. And then T.I. did like a press conference and he said like Atlanta's Wakanda. This Wakanda forever. No,
Between them two, I can definitely see that being a thing.
yeah, yeah, man. Both of them dudes, good dudes though.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you got anything else you need to say about Dreams, sir?
No, just Otis Redding has a song called Dreams. It goes like, I got dreams, dreams to remember. So I just leave it at that, man. Listen to some Otis Redding.
All right. Well, thank you for sitting down with me again. Thank you all for tuning
Always a
in.
pleasure.
And that is episode 9 of Conversations and Pastimes.
Dude, we done put out 9 already.
That's right.
It's crazy.
Almost at 10. Oh my God.
Almost at 10, man. Almost at 10. Good deal. Yeah, everybody, feel free to like, subscribe, drop any kind of comments down, and let us know how we're doing.
Please,
We're interested in any kind of feedback.
please leave us comments and don't talk about how I dropped my camera towards the beginning. It's all right. It's my ass. I'm flying off the camera.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Peace out. We'll talk to y'all.